We are one Ivanabu. We are one Ivanabu. We are one Ivanabu.
Guys, South Africa's diverse and dynamic arts and culture heritage is the richest and most important resource for our nation, and has a capacity to make a significant contribution to social and economic development.
Equally important, yet less understood, is the potential for a vibrant and dynamic film sector which could contribute to the economy of South Africa.
Well, you know that economically, every year this business turns over hundreds of billions of rands and creates hundreds of millions of jobs. I mean, take 2007 for instance. We brought in over 300 billion US dollars.
But what I still can't understand is why the film and television industry is not taken seriously as an employment and income generating industry in South Africa.
But you know what, that time's passed. And South Africa's gonna get their chance to see what an impact this has by viewing a pilot episode.
And guess what? We found that pilot project. It's called the Youth Film Development Program.
You have seen him on television, heard him on radio, and watched him in cinema. Now, see him live right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the king of entertainment, Rajiv Mothi.
And she shines just like a star, and I swear I know her face. I just don't know who you are. Come closer. अपनी मर्जी के हम खुदा आती है जीत की अदा यारों से अपना वास्ता किस्मत से किस्मत चुराने
Welcome to YTV. You're in the right place at the right time. So if you're sitting there thinking, what is this all about? This is one of the most action-packed shows you are about to see. We're going to be showcasing some of South Africa's hottest talent right here. We've got celeb guests including Jem Atkins, Senzo, and a host of other celebrities. We've also got some special features in store just for you with mega live productions such as Queen of Hearts, Star Search, Heritage Day, Tribute, and most importantly, the African Mela celebration. So all I want to say is don't go anywhere, stay where you are, and get ready for YTV. We're back live right here with, as you can see, a very, very beautiful lady. And she's all the way from Mumbai, fashion designer, television personality, and I'll say media mogul, the lovely Jyoti Jha. How are you doing?
Hi Rajiv, and thanks for the lovely introduction.
I must say it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. And she was one of the key judges in what we call Queen of Hearts, a feature that you're about to see more of, a very special feature. Jyoti, we want to know, how was your experience in Queen of Hearts and how did the whole thing work out for you?
Wow, it was just mind-blowing and amazing and rather humbling, because coming from India and having been in the industry and fashion and television, you name it, and then actually I had no expectation, and honestly those girls are mind-blowing and they belong to different backgrounds, you know, of society. So for me that took me aback, because you nurture talent and you empower these girls, and then you feel so elated that they could produce such awesome results. So I actually, this is my request to you, because you are into the empowerment, do these things often.
From myself, Rajiv Modi, we're going live right now to the awesome Senzo hearing about Queen of Hearts. See you soon.
Hello, I'm Senzo Mtetwa, and I'm coming to you from the Queen of Hearts, where this is a national pageant. We're looking for South Africa's hottest ladies. And if you want to know what it is the lady who wins this is going to get, she's going to win a trip to Hollywood. Can you believe that? I mean, that is just crazy. But enough about all of these gorgeous women. Let's talk a little more about me. So as I was saying, my name is Senzo Mtetwa. I come from a place called Reservoir Hills in Durban. Now, the story behind myself is I was raised by an Indian family from Reservoir Hills, particularly a Telugu family from Reservoir Hills. And growing up was such an adventure, especially being the only black kid in an all-Indian school at the time. Now, I'll never forget my first day because everything was an adventure to me. I was so envious of the lunch that the other kids would bring because, I mean, they would bring things like hot dogs and burgers, pizzas, you name it. Now, as for me, 4 of the 5 days in the week, I used to fast. Yeah, believe that. I mean, I used to bring things like pikinka, avrika, birika, mirthi herbs. And on the one day that I wasn't fasting, I brought dry fish chutney. Now, I mean, my lunch was so bad, even the poor children didn't eat my food. Now, besides just the lunch I brought, one day my mom even made a dal sandwich. I mean, a dal sandwich, how low can you go? During break, I took a bite of the sandwich and the dal was leaking down my hand. So now I had to suck my hand and bite the bread. But there's more stories like that. If you stay tuned, and I'll be happy to share all of that with you. But right now, we're going to cross over back to the Queen of Hearts. Stay tuned.
What's up? We're back live at YTV and we with a very special gentleman. This is Mr. Prince Zulu, YFDP Marketing Specialist. Mr. Prince, great to have you with us. How you doing?
Hey, I'm very honored to be here, more especially that we are about to launch one of the most revolutionary media component, which is YTV.
Fantastic. Well, this is one of the men who was instrumental in getting YTV out there. Prince, what I want to say is, I know this specific feature we're introducing a very powerful event called Tribute, and I feel it fits in so well with your background and your entire, I'll say, role in the organization, working with marketing and working with the media and working with all of the different people. What is your take on the Tribute event? How was the entire experience for you?
Look, Tribute is very significant, not only to myself, but to the general public, more especially South Africans, including people abroad, because the intention of Tribute was to capture and also pay homage to one of the greatest international renowned leaders, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, who was once the president of South Africa. So, during the tribute event, we paid homage to him, but with the intention of making sure that the artists, young and old, have the spirit of Ubuntu, which is actually propagated by our belated former statesperson.
Fantastic. So it was a very special event, and there was thousands and thousands of people right there. And I know you loved the talent. You were telling me it's so nice to see how everybody's blending together and creating what I call the power of one. So there you go, from the YDP marketing man, Mr. Prince Zulu himself. Here's a chance for you to see the Freedom Day that was held on Mr. Nelson Mandela's birthday, live right here on what we call YTV.
The technical mumbo jumbo. I just want to know if it'll work. Gangnam Style.
And we're back. Now I've told you all these stories of growing up, but what I'd like to share and speak to you about right now is about this next segment, which is called Tribute. And what we're doing in Tribute is we're commemorating all our fallen heroes, people who've contributed to have helped make South Africa a better place to live in. Now, one of the figures that we'd like to talk about is Mr. Nelson Mandela, a man who was unselfish in his efforts to ensure that all South Africans can live a democratic and free life. So speaking about Nelson Mandela, the man who gave us never and never again, which is a line I often use with all my ex-girlfriends when they ask, is there a chance? Nah, never and never again. But going back to growing up, a lot of people ask me, they say, Senzo, you've aligned yourself so much with the Indian community. How much of the Zulu community or Zulu language do you know? And the truth or the answer to that is not much, which is sometimes embarrassing. The other day, I had a white person walk up to me, showing off with all the Zulu that he knew, hitting me with the Sawubona mfowethu, kunjani, and really rapping away. And I just said, how's it? It's like, it's the first time I met a black guy, can't talk Zulu, eh? So I said, brother, this is the first time I met a white guy that can't talk English. But anyway, we're gonna head back to the studio. My man Rajiv is waiting for us. Rajiv, back to you, brother.
We're back live at YTV, and as you can see, I've got an absolute legend in the industry with me. We're truly honored and privileged to have the veteran show producer, aka Mother of Culture, with us, Pinky Moti. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you, Rajiv. Thank you for having me here.
Well, I must say the pleasure is all mine. And most importantly, you've done so much of mind-blowing work for the Youth Film Development Project. And one of the features that we're about to show the viewers right now is one of the events that was very close to your heart that you've done some fantastic work with, which is called the Heritage Day Festival. Now, I know you've been doing events in the Durban City Hall from ages, and I'll say decades. How was this specific event for you? I know you had queues all around the hall. How was the event for you?
It was fantastic, Rajiv. My life was a journey at the City Hall. and presenting highly professional productions at the Durban City Hall for the past 47 years. The Heritage Day was one of those kinds of shows which to me I would say I expected that. Well, as you mentioned, having a queue right around City Hall and also having a packed City Hall there while the queue is waiting, it was something that was my dream, and I really enjoyed working with the cast as well.
Well, it's so amazing, you know, when you bring in all the different cultures together and you're providing that opportunity to the talent out there to take their talent to the next level, and that's what this is all about. So is there any tips you'd like to give to the up and coming talent who are watching this video, or shall I say this TV show right now, on how they can take their talent to the next level?
Well, I must say the youth of today, they are very fortunate because we have the youth film development who is really promoting our youths and our talented artists. I suggest the youth of today should contact the Youth Film Development Project, and they will definitely take their talent to a different level that they deserve to be.
Well, you heard it from the veteran herself, the lady who has done thousands of shows at the Durban City Hall and across the country. From myself, Rajiv Moti, heading over live right now to Mr. Jim Atkins, who's going to be showing the Heritage Day to all of you lovely people.
Thank you, Rajiv. It's me again. I'm back at this Heritage Day event, and it is spectacular, man. We are doing the multicultural, awesome mix, just like only South Africans know how to do. I'm having such a good time. I mean, we got music, we got great acts, and it is fantastic. We're here at the Durban City Hall, and I came with my boy. You guys know my story. Let me just tell you a little bit about my son. He's a good guy. Let me tell you, I love him. I'm definitely going to keep him. I think it's a good thing. He's a lot of fun. We watch TV together, you know, but the problem is we can't really go to movies, you know, because he never shuts up. He's 5 years old, he never stops talking. Like, we got a movie and the whole time he's like, who's that guy? What's happening? Is it a good or bad? I don't understand. And I'm like, shut up, it's an advert, bro, just chill. You know, we can't even play hide and go seek because this guy talks during hide and go seek. Like, I don't understand what it is about hide and go seek that this little guy does not get. Because he hides in the same place every single time, under the bed in the spare room. I love him. I'm gonna keep him. He's a good guy. And they ask a lot of questions. They're very honest. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I took him to this movie once. It was Iron Man 3, 2 to 10, right? He was 6 at the time, and the lady at the counter said, "How old's your boy?" I said, "He's 10." My lighty bumps. He goes, "No, I'm not. I'm 5." And he holds his hand. I'm like, "He's 10 and he has Tourette's." She didn't buy it though. But guys, listen. Enough about that. You heard from me. Come on down. We're having such a good time at the City Hall. Heritage Day is rocking. See you later.
So guys, we're back, and trust me, you're gonna absolutely be bedazzled by what we got coming up for you. We've got a gentleman by the name of Mr. Andy Laces, nominated as the 4th best dancer in the World Dance Championship. Mr. Andy, how you doing?
Feeling very excited today, Rajiv. It's good to be here.
I must say it's good to have you here. Andy was part of a mega feature that we're about to bring to you and show you guys live, what we call Star Search. Now, Star Search is a massive competition where entrants from across the country got together competing for a grand prize, which is a trip to Hollywood. Now, you were part of that entire event. How was the process for you, and how was it working with our very vibey South African talent?
It was a very mind-blowing experience, Archie. I have to tell you, it was amazing. The talent, the quality of talent that was there, you could see from where I was seeing that these people actually gave in time to give in what they're doing there, and it was just captivating.
Well, you've heard it from Mr. Laces himself. He was a man that took part in several talent competitions, and today he is on the judging panel of those talent competitions. So I would suggest to all of you people out there, don't give up on yourself. Watch our next awesome dude, Mr. Senzo, and you can see for yourself how people who didn't give up just follow their dreams and kept going with what we call the feature of Star Search right here.
Hello again, and it's myself, Senzo Mtetwa. Now, we're talking today about Star Search, which is a national competition seeking the best talent from South Africa. I mean, we're looking for the best dancers, singers, actors, whatever it is you can do. If you think you're the best at it, I mean, even if it's rolling on the floor, we want you. And that is what Star Search is all about. Now, I know I started my story earlier about myself, so I'd like to continue and tell you just a little bit more. Now, when I tell people the story about myself growing up in an Indian community, a lot of people don't really believe it. But my story is so true and so pure. So as I was saying, when I tell people that I was raised in a Telugu home, even when I say in an Indian home, they're like, well, if you have been raised in an Indian home, doesn't that make you like a coconut? And I was like, well, if I was raised in a white home, yeah, sure, I'd be a coconut. But I was raised in an Indian home. I'm more like a puri pata. Yeah, they call me the Black Shahrukh. But enough about me. We're going to head back to the Star Search because I'm sure that you're keen to see who the national talent is going to be.
Beats dropping low.
That's right, guys, we're back, and this time for something crazy. We were the dude that's absolutely making a difference out here in South Africa. He's training a whole lot of youngsters and developing our South African talent, and we're truly honored and privileged to have a very special gentleman, Mr. Miles. How you doing?
I'm all good, bro. It's been good to be here. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
So Miles, I know that you've been one of the guys who's been instrumental in Afrofusion Live, and that's one of the features we're going to be showing to our viewers very shortly. How was Afrofusion Live for you? How was the journey? How was the entire vibe?
Ever since I joined Afrofusion, my life changed, not just by dancing, but everything. I've been places I've never been. I've met so much people that have love and so much talent. So I would say being in Afrofusion has been the best decision of my life.
But guys, we're gonna head off to my good man, Mr. Jim Atkins, who's gonna show you what Afrofusion life is all about.
Thanks, Rajiv. We are here at Afrofusion Live, and let me tell you, it is insane. We're here at the Playhouse. It's free. Come on down. There's so much talent here. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's crazy. It's all about youth. It's about talent. It's about like insanity. I've seen things that I didn't think I'd ever see in my whole life. You gotta come down and check this out. It's insane. So get on down, come check it out. As you can see behind me, there's a lot going on, guys, and it's free. Why? Because we're insane. We don't want to make money off this. It's about talent. It's about South Africa. That's why we're here. That's the real deal. That's what matters. Listen, a little bit about me. So I'm a comedian. It's good to be a comedian. There's advantages to being a comedian. Let me tell you, they're not financial though. When I first started doing comedy, I didn't even have 2 cents to rub together. I mean, I didn't even have money to give to like beggars on the side of the road. I'll tell you a story. I was on my way to a gig this one time. I stopped at a traffic light, and a beggar came up. He knocked on the glass. Freaked me out, man, because I don't even have a car, you know. And that joke doesn't even make sense. People still laugh at it. Here's the thing, right? We do accents as comedians. So sometimes we use accents to, you know, get us out of trouble every now and then. So during the World Cup, I'll tell you a story. I was at a place called the Oyster Box Hotel. I was out there on the beach there, and there's a section just for the guests, right? I wasn't a guest. I was there with my ex-wife and my latte. I didn't care. I had like 3 towels going, wooden deck chair. Not even a minute later, this guy comes down and says to me, "Hey, put down the towels. Yeah, you are not put down the towels." So what I did was, I put on an accent, right? Because people treat you differently when you talk with an accent, right? I looked at the guy and I went, "I'm not from around here. There is a problem." And I swear, he looked at me and went, "You are from overseas. You here for the World Cup? Ah, use the towels. Yeah, I'm Simon. Simon says use the towels." I thought, ninja, man. I'm gonna do that wherever I go, right? I go to clubs and pubs, pretend to be French to pick up girls. Doesn't work because I met a French girl and she started talking to me in French, man. She was just like, I panicked. I just pinched her lips closed. Shh. Don't speak. I'm not from the part of France that you are from. Please. Where I'm from in France, we don't speak French. We speak English with a French accent. Anyway, guys, get on down here. There is so much going on. It is off the hook. You're gonna love this. If you are not here, you're in the wrong place.
And we're back at African Mela, where it is going crazy at the ICC. I mean, we've got some star-studded names here. We've got the likes of Mendoza, Arno Carstens, and your favorite dancers from Afrofusion. But we're not going to focus on that right now. What we are going to focus on is the qualifying winners from the talent search competition called Star Search and the beauty pageant, which is the Queen of Hearts. Now, I know you want to know who the winners are and who is going to be winning those trips to Hollywood. Now, if you wait right there, I'm serious, don't go anywhere, stay right there, right? You want to know? Wait there, I'll tell you right now. Had you. If you want to know, stay tuned because the winners will be announced. I'm Senzo Mtetwa. It has been fantastic being with you. We're going to head back to find out who those winners are.
Are you ready for one of the biggest events in South Africa? Catch Rajiv Mothi, Mendoza, Arno Karstens, Lloyd Paul, and several other South African celebs live at African Mela.
Awesome stuff. You've seen what we call some of South Africa's hottest talent live right here on YTV. A special thank you to all of our celebrity guests and most importantly Richfield for making this entire program possible. To all of you guys watching this, if you want to connect with us, join us on social media. Check out the icons. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook and all of your popular social media. Guys, from myself, Reggie Mothi, the entire team of the Youth Film Development Project, we thank you. Stay tuned and most importantly, get ready for episode number 2 where we will show you behind the scenes and the build-up of who's going to be winning Queen of Hearts and Star Search right here on YTV.